So I thought I'd take you all on a very quick journey of the eastern side of the house, where I keep a lot of my plants that require shade because of this beautiful high fence here. And of course it's got the shade of the brickwork. Now it does get some sun, get some morning sun and a little bit of afternoon sun depending on where the sun is in the sky. This area stays completely shaded because of the tree here. But here we have a beautiful Rhaphiodora tetrasperma which lives outside during the summer months, and she's just doing magnificently out here. Up here we've got some Docrilio orchids, or Docrillia, sorry. They're actually Dendrobium, they're not really Docrillia. Docrillia name was never accepted by the Royal Horticultural Society. Look at her. Isn't she just divine? These are little babies I got this time last year. They're doing well on their little mounts. I make these mounts actually. These mounts are just old planks of wood with some paper bark on them. That's it. I really need to change the twine that I'm using there because that is a little thick, but you know, use what you've got. Love this one. This one is probably my second favourite. We'll have a look at my first favourite. And in amongst here, there's a lovely Longicynia, Oncidium, doing very well. Another Docrillia. This one is... what is this one? Docrillia striolata, Yondi Yellow. Very pretty. She gets lovely little red leaves a little bit when she's exposed to sun. And this one is just magnificent. There's the name there. I'm not going to spend time reading it out. Luscious Lips Pinky. And isn't she just gorgeous? Look at her. This one is around... we estimate, some people say 30 years old, some people say 50 years old. And she's been entrusted to my care. This one is a Dendrobium annosum alba. And have a look. So many new growths here. This is her latest cane. It's just beautiful. She's loving being outside during the summer. Docrillia Jiggy. Now this one is wild and I love her because she's wild. Look how wild she is. Just beautiful. Someone who knows a lot about orchids told me to cut her right back, but I'm kind of afraid to because they take so long to grow. These are all about to get the morning water, so because it's very hot. Up here we have Oncidium flexosum, and yep, that's roughly the price I paid for it. I should take that tag off. Who's having that there? Look at her. Talk about a specimen. This is a species orchid. Roots galore. If you're into roots, this is the orchid for you. And down here we've got some water propagations that I've been doing. This one's been in water about 6 months now and has put on a beautiful new leaf. This is Monstera deliciosa, but it's the large form. I've got some more large form I'll show you soon. Let's move over here. Don't worry about the bits of Dodge that you see there. It's a 1925 Dodge, bits of it. The rest of it is actually in the front yard. Over here we've got some beautiful sarcochilus and one, remarkably, that is in spike. Now given it's coming into mid-January, that is quite unusual, but you know, they flower when they want to flower. I'm not going to argue. This is Ellie, and this is Sundani's Moonlight, which had a red flower and a yellow flower as a parent and has come out white. Of course it's come out white. They're quite pretty. We have here a Dendrobium. This one is Dendrobium Austin Sackaway, crossed with Australia Rhubarb Pie Magic. So I look forward to seeing her. I got her very recently from the Orchid Club. We have a beautiful looking lycaste here. Never flowered for me. I'm hoping that new conditions will help her flower. I used to keep her inside. She probably all these need water. sarcochilus on a mount. Unfortunately, I lost this guy here. I've recently lost another one in here, but this one and this one and this one are doing okay. And look at the little Buddha, isn't he cute? All right, moving further along, we have a zygopedilum. Beautiful zygopedilum. Seems to love this spot. Above her, we have a Coleogeny angel orchid. I don't think this is getting anywhere near enough water. But she's putting on some new growth up here. This one, of course the name escapes me right about now. But this is a lovely orchid. It's been putting on a couple new canes for me this year. Oh, feathers get stuck. Lots of birds around here. Name escapes me right now. Ugh, don't you hate that? So I've got some more sarcochilus on mounts here. One Dendrobium rather, and the sarcochilus aquialis. She's doing very well. And this one is a Restrepia. I've never had a Restrepia before. So this one, again, probably is losing some leaves. Started a new growth, but I'm not sure it's actually doing very well at all. Oh, I think maybe the weather is too warm for it right now. And over here, we have various Dendrobiums along here. My beautiful my lush kingianum. So losing a couple of leaves this time of year is not unusual. Probably needs a bit of a clean out. This one has one of the most gorgeous flowers you've ever seen. I haven't reflowered her since I got her. It's about 2 to 3 years since I got her. Haven't managed to reflower her, strangely enough. But, you know, you keep trying. This one was part of what we call a pig. But it's putting on, and we thought that maybe it would not do so well. But look, she's put on some beautiful new growth here. All of that growth is new. Where before, all we had was this, that. More Dendrobium, kingianum varieties here. And down here we've got some other Dendrobium. And a sarcochilus right here. I think that sarcochilus is Hartmannii. So that, get away you leaf. Hartmannii there. And a kingianum alba here. My maxillarius. And this one is Gypsy Rose, a very famous, Bardo Rose, Bardo Rose? Yeah, Bardo Rose. This one's a pretty popular orchid to have. I have not bothered cutting off the flower spikes, I probably should. This one has passed on, gone to the lovely orchid gods in the sky. Sadly enough, she didn't make it. More sarcochilus in my pot, full of scoria. This one's very special here. This one is Avril's Gold. And for those Dendrobium heads out there, you will know what this orchid is. Very highly sought after, quite rare, and very expensive. So I had to shake this loose. I paid a pretty penny for it, to be honest. But I had to have her. She's beautiful. Now these are very special. One is Dendrobium Sagon Sunrise and Dendrobium Sagon Sunset. So they're a twin. Not really a twin, sisters and brothers. This one is Jaden Shear, crossed with Cosmic Gold variety. And another one here. All of these are from King's Nursery. One of my favorite nurseries. Run by some wonderful, beautiful people. So if you ever get a chance to get orchids from King's Nursery, I can highly recommend them. They're on Facebook, and I believe they have a website. Just search King's Nursery Melbourne, and you'll find it. We have some beautiful Monstera deliciosa large form that I'm growing out here. New leaf coming in right here, if I can see that. Look, I love when they uncurl like that. But she's beautiful. Got another one here and another one here. So these will be for sale when they're ready, eventually when they're ready. Can't forget what's on the windowsill. We've got sarcochilus. We've got another sarcochilus. This one's losing a midleaf there. Interesting. And, of course, a little tiny pot of more Dendrobium. Seems to be doing well. This particular one I'm about to put on my website for sale. She's ready to go. And look, she's just put out a beautiful new leaf here. So hopefully she's going to go to a lovely new owner who's going to adore her as much as I do. And another very tall cane Dendrobium here. This one is Dendrobium bucca yellow cake crossed with mini big pink. Had some purple flowers on it last year. Beautiful. My mother plant, my beautiful, beautiful Monstera deliciousa. Look at that brand new leaf. Wow, she's just adorable. I love these so much. How can you not? I have a snake plant back there, beautiful Laureata. And here I have a cymbidium, a mini cymbidium, my pot of kingianum. This one which is not doing so well since it had the move, but I'm hoping it's going to pick up eventually. So this one is, I haven't had my coffee this morning, so it's Medio calcar de coratum. I managed to actually pronounce that correctly. I love this kingianum pot. She's just lovely. What I call my leather boot orchids. They're as tough as an old leather boot, we say. This is Coleogene ovalis. I've got a couple of these. I'm going to put those in a basket eventually. These orchids came from my step-grandmother. These were when she went into aged care. They were looking for a place for her plants to go. So my grandfather used to keep orchids and show orchids. You know, we didn't really have much of a relationship. History there. But these orchids have come to me, so I'm very delighted to have them. The first of my beautiful Dendrobium speciosum species plants. And here's the second. Her leaves are not so good. She was in an area where she wasn't really getting much airflow. That's what happened on these leaves. These water stayed on the leaves too much. But man, when she flowers, she was the one that had 17 flower spikes. More orchids that have come from, actually I'm not sure where this one come from. Really not sure where this one came from. I think it might have been one of the orchids I got from the family. Then I have this beautiful, one of these is a Dendrobium speciosum white. So it's the Helii version. Have a look at those brand new, right there, there and there. 3 new large canes, all come up since spring. This is a lovely pot, this one. This one is might be a delicatum actually, I think. I'm not sure. Where's her tag? I try to always keep the tags with them. No, this is not a delicatum. Oh, it might be a delicatum, but it is Pewix Gulgiani. I'm not sure about how to pronounce that. Cross with the Midas touch. So, lovely. Beautiful plant, that one. Probably getting a bit too much sun. Behind her is another Dendrobium speciosum. This one did not have a tag, but it has given me a couple of beautiful new canes here. These are the canes from last year. So this is clearly a division, as is this one, which has grown 2 new canes here and here, or 3 actually. This is lovely. Does this one have a tag? I don't know if this one has a tag. I got these 2 so cheap. from one of the plant shows, and they were really, 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 really cheap. So I went, yes, I'll take them. Thank you very much. Honestly, I am so in love with Dendrobium speciosum. They're big, they're beautiful, and they're just, well, what can you do? Obviously, none of these are flowering. It's not their flowering season. And now we've come to the end of the alley, and I hope you've enjoyed this tour. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to press the like button, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye.